Welcome online guys, TomoGotchi here, and today we're doing an unboxing video. Not for Digimon this time, but I've got a box of Yu-Gi-Oh! Metal Raiders 25th edition, because here's the funny thing, right? I've already explained this in detail because I retired from Yu-Gi-Oh! A long time ago, and I've already explained the story in my Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels for the Roses playthrough. But ironically, I've come back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently, and I've just decided, you know what, let's give it another shot. And ironically, whilst this was happening, apparently I came back on Yu-Gi-Oh!'s 25th anniversary. I don't know if you can see it because it's Konami's logo. But yeah, the 25th anniversary of the franchise. And for the 25th anniversary, they've done a lot of things, but one of the things that they've done is essentially reprint some of the really old classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets. They are recent. They have the recent erratas, and they have the recent designs, the recent copyrights, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's a reprint of the classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. So, and I'm like, you know what? That's really, really cool. And I can tell you right now, I am super nostalgic for Metal Raiders specifically because I was there when they released Legend of Blue Eyes, right? So I remember that coming out. It wasn't a great set. It did have some good notable cards, but Metal Raiders, now that was a set I was looking forward to. It's like, oh, look at all these anime cards, like cards that I remember from the show. Like, there's so many, and there's so many really cool monsters in this set. I remember, I think I must have been a teenager at that point, but I remember wanting to collect all of Metal Raiders at the time. I didn't succeed, but I did get a lot of the noteworthy cards. Barrel Dragon was definitely one of them. I remember loving that card. That was actually one of my first favourite cards to ever come out. So I had 65 quid in my pocket, and I'm like, you know what, let's get one of these classic sets. But then it became a question of which set do I go for, because there's Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders obviously, Spell Ruler, which was originally Magic Ruler, Pharaoh's Servant, Dark Crisis, and Invasion of Chaos. So I did wonder, it's like, you know what, Invasion of Chaos has some cool cards, so maybe I should have gone for that. But then also Pharaoh's Servant has a few cards that I wanted as well. In the recent game, like, I really wanted to get a shiny Parasite, like Jinzo would have been cool. But no, if I had to unbox one and do so on a video, why not the first set that I really got into? So yeah, I definitely wanted a full collection of Metal Raiders back then. But now I'm also at a crossroads. Right, so I'm going to start by opening this. This point of no return, here's my trusty scissors. We're going to open it. Here we go. So I do admit there is a little bit of a thing with me, because currently I'm like, you know what, I'm going to collect all insect monsters because I like entomology, I like bug types. I actually recently started to play around with bee troopers, so that's been really cool. So yeah, the sleeve is off now, so actually let's get a better look at that logo right there. It's the 25th anniversary of the franchise. That is huge. That's huge. Unfortunately, I don't think this comes with a box topper promo like Pokemon or Digimon does. But let's open this up. Ooh, oh wow. Okay, I got this purely for nostalgia, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Whew. Seeing this right here, like, and it's bigger now because, of course, it's close to me. But I remember the good old days of literally going to a newsagent, because it was just mostly newsagents that sold these, and these were on the shelf at the back of the counter, and I would see them with this and Legend of Blue Eyes, and I would be like, I would like 2 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Metal Raiders, please. And and they would pick it up, they would go like this, and it'd be like, what, £3? And I'd pay it, and then the excitement of opening a booster pack. Now, I'm not going to do the scissors for this one specifically, but this is how I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! The old classic, you know, get my grubby fingers in there and opening the pack and seeing what we get. Now, there are actually a few cards I do want in this set, even though there's that thought that I have in my head of like, okay, well, is it worth getting this if the Metal Raiders from back then are rarer? Because, let me show you. This is Protector of the Throne. It has the recent 2020 Studio Dice copyright. And any card that has received an errata since its release does have the errata. So if you're lucky enough to pull Chaos Emperor Dragon in Invasion of Chaos in this set, it will have the recent errata. So we have Protector of the Throne, Armored Zombie. That was one of the anime cards that I was excited for. It's like, oh yeah, I remember Bones. All right. Kaminari Attack, YuGiOh. I don't even care if these cards are good or not. Oh, Fake Trap. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to do the thing where it's like a few cards back or whatever. Fake Trap. That's not a good sign for me. I do not like Fake Trap. You might have remembered in Duels of the Roses, this was like the default. Oh well, we got Fake Trap. Prevent Rat, that was a good defense monster, I remember that. Mystic Horseman, Skull Knight, and Battle Steer, which is one of the greens for Hungry Beggar, incidentally. Right, now give me a minute here, right? So it's 9 cards. So that's what I got, right? So it's 4 cards back. If we're going to do the rare card at the very back, shenanigans. So this is not the first Metal Raiders pack I've gotten of this pack, because actually I have it here. Give me a second. I did get at least 2 of these things. Hang on, these things. I did get 2 of these. I might even get a third because I like this box. Like, it's a really good way to pack in cards. But I've also been using this to store my whatever I get. Like, I've got Curse of Dragon in this. I actually did get Tomb Blue Eyes, which is in the folder. So that's really nice. So technically, this isn't a blind thing. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Am I doing it right? We'll find out. Jinzo 7. Trent. Guilty of the Dark Knight. Larva Moth. Okay, so I do want every insect type. And technically, the old version of Metal Raiders is rarer, but hey, we got that at least. But we got that. Jirai Gummo, that's another one. That's another hit for me. Dragon Piper. I do like Pegasus. Illegal. I'm getting a lot of insect types today. Alright, in this one pack. Castle of Dark Illusions. I actually don't like how they translated this card. It's just so stupid. But hey, I do remember it. It is a card that was used by Panic. That's completely fine. And we have White Magical Hat, which I do remember from the anime, so that's not bad either. Yeah, I'm actually going to arrange these more over, like I did with Digimon. All the effect monsters are going in pile, all fusions, all normal monsters. I actually don't mind normal monsters, especially the classic type. Like, it's not upsetting to me if I get normal monsters, especially not in this pack. So here we go. We've got the trusty scissors here. Granted, I don't even need these. Like, I can just open them by hand. So, okay, next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I already saw we had Petite Moth, but... oh, okay, did I do it wrong? I did it wrong, apparently. It's 3 cards. Okay, I did it wrong, but we got Barrel Dragon. That is cool. This was a card, I remember trading so much for this card. I loved this card back in the day. It's so cool. Even now, this version of it, it looks so so clean, so polished. And I remember the old one that I did have kind of withered away because I don't think sleeves were a thing back then, but I would just carry this in my pocket, and it withered away with time because of course it would. Like, I was dumb back then. But we got Barrel Dragon. That's a hit right there. I love it. Stim Pack, our first spell card. Again, it's not as great, but it's something. Soul Release. I don't mind that it's been censored. I actually like its censored version more. I actually do kind of like the dress. But that's just me. Harpy Lady. I know a lot of people are into that. That's fine. Petite Moth. This is a hit. I do like Petite Moth. Leo Gun. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it. Unhappy Maiden. Roaring Ocean Snake. And Witch of the Black Forest. Okay. So, this is what I mean here, right? You can only use one effect of Witch of the Black Forest once per turn. You cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with that name for the rest of the turn. So, the original Witch of the Black Forest did not have that. You could use as many as you wanted, and you could immediately use whatever card you got from the deck. So that had to be errated. So even though, technically, I mean, even if you had the original, the errata still counts. So that's what I mean. It's like, this is technically not a reprint of the original, but it's the card that appeared in this set in the same rarity, but all of the erratas are recent. And yeah, it kind of had to happen. I mean, wasn't she banned for a long time as a result of that? But that's completely fine. Right, I'm going to do 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. The Cheerful Coffin. The Bistro Butcher. Alright. Prevent Rat, we've already got him. Destroyer Golem. I actually do like how this card looks. Yeah, again, I know they're not super competitive. Water Omotics, I actually do like it. The more censored version. Again, I like the dress, but she was completely uncensored in the original, so there you go. 7 Colored Fish, this was a big one for a lot of people, because it's 1800 attack. Robin Goblin. And, oh, Mirror Force! Nice, Mirror Force! That's a hit. That's something I can use today. That is perfect. And Nuatori, so I did it wrong. It has to be 4. Alright, now we've got a hit there. We've got a shiny Mirror Force. So right away, the 2 Ultras that we get in this set, 2 Ultra Rares that I actually did want. So again, 4. I hope I've done it right again. King of Yami Makai, that's another one from the anime. And a lot of people using DDD will appreciate that. Ground Attacker Bugroth. I believe this was one of the cards where I'm like, okay, I'm going to collect machine types. So I had a huge machine type collection. Killer Needle, that's a hit for me because I do want insects. Hibikimi. Cocoon of Evolution, another hit. That is absolutely what I want. Tremendous Fire. Cybersaurus. Oh, actually, that's something that's different. I have been wondering, it's like, you know what, should I collect dinosaurs? And I'm like, yeah, I might. I believe the original was not censored. This used to be grey, I think. But they also say this, right? This card is not treated as a cyber card. So all of the cyber dragon stuff, it doesn't count for this, which is unfortunate. Tainted Wisdom. And the rare one is Shield and Sword. Alright, now someone pointed this out. Defense is spelled wrong on the card itself. This is a nice card. I remember this. I actually used this in my Ancient Gear deck, so that's not bad. That's not a bad card. Honestly, I don't mind. This is such a nostalgic set and I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Disc Magician, this is another machine card that I liked. Ryukushin Powered, Kaiba did use that. Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, this is another card that I don't like simply because it works differently. If Castle of Dark Illusions are face up on the field, increase the attack and defense of this card by 100. As long as Castle of Dark Illusions remains face up on the field, the attack and defense of this card continues to increase during each of your standby phases. And it continues until the 4th turn. Useless. I would have preferred its original effect. It wouldn't have broken the game if it kept its original effect in the anime, but hey, it's a card that was used in the anime, so I like it. King of the Anime with Makai again. Hyosub. Cocoon of Evolution. Rock Ogre Grotto number 1. I actually do have the Dungeon Dice Monster version of that. Protector of the Throne. And Magician of Faith. Okay. I remember using this card a lot back in the day, so that's fine. That's Magician of Faith right there. There are a few super rares I do want. But I hope I get at least one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Share the Pain. I think this might actually be good, because you force your opponent to tribute a card. Electric Lizard. Kojakoki. Rainbow Flower. Again, I really have a soft spot for these monsters. Blast Juggler, I think this has actually been censored from its original. It actually used to have like a fuse at the top, like the little thing at the bottom. Just go tss, kaboom. Like, that's been completely censored. It's also part of Cybersaurus, so that's a hit in itself. I count that. Mega Thunderball. Another Castle of Dark Illusions. Little Chimera, and now that I'm starting to notice a trend, this is something that didn't happen in the original packs, but it's something that's more recent. It's like every super rare and above will still come with a normal rare. So that's something that they've added into the game since. So again, technically they've made a few minor changes to the original. So you used to just get one rare. It was either this or super rare or secret rare, etc. But no, every pack has a normal rare in it. So, Little Chimera, and what do we get this time? A super rare Karibo. Now this, the first hand trap of its kind, not as great as the likes of Ash Blossom. I hate Ash Blossom, but still, it's the original. It's Karibo. It's an anime card. I'm happy for that. That makes me super happy. So that's the first super rare. So I don't mind getting that. That is a nostalgic card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cheerful Coffin again. Disc Magician again. Armored Lizard. That's a new one. Larva Moth. Sword of Deep Seated. I actually did remember using this card. Bikuri Box. Technically that's a toon monster, so I'm glad to have that. Labyrinth Tank. Not as great as the recent heavy Labyrinth Tank, but still a nostalgic card. I'm still glad to have that. Empress Judge. And Witch's Apprentice. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. I actually don't mind. I actually do still have a folder where I just put all of the main cards in it, like all the main, I call it my Forbidden Memories collection. Skull Knight, I actually remember this card being big. I know it's a fusion monster, most fusion monsters are not great, but this was like one of the better ones, so that's cool. Insect Soldiers of the Sky, that's a hit for me. Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress, that's a hit as well, because that's an old Yu-Gi monster. Okay, Punished Eagle, Ancient Brain, another Blast Juggler, Ancient Elf, Kaminari Attack, and Cannon Soldier. Alright, and they haven't changed it. I actually had a discussion with a friend of mine. It's like, what would theoretically happen if every monster effect was just once per turn? I feel like if they kept this at once per turn, then it wouldn't be as outrageous, because it just inflicts damage at the cost of a monster. And considering how many times you get to special summon monsters, this would be busted. On the other hand, there's a toon version of this, Toon Cannon Soldier, and that card is busted because you can easily get it out compared to this. So it's not awful. But yeah, you can get a lot of OTK madness with it. But yeah, I do think a lot of cards should be retconned to be a hard once per turn. And I feel like maybe a lot of cards can come off the ban list if they do that. But have your discussions below. I'm just here to open cards. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Again, am I doing it right? Because I'm putting 4 cards at the back. That's a hit for me. That's a nostalgic card to me because that right there, I did use it. And in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, it's the card that you want to use. Lava Moth. Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts. They've recently come out with a new version of this that involves illusion monsters. And of course, they've added the archetype rule. It's always a Phantom Beast. That makes sense. Rabid Horseman, that's another anime-inspired card I like. Roaring Ocean Snake, you've seen. Thunder Dragon, that does complement Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon quite a lot. I actually do need at least 2 more of these. Blue Winged Crown, I did use that for its attack stat. And Musician King, and Dark Elf. Alright. Not as nostalgic, I do remember Mystical Elf. So that's the dark version of it. So let's, am I doing this? I'm doing 4 cards here because I don't want to see the rare one immediately. Ring of Magnetism, alright. Soggy the Dark Clown, another nostalgic hit. Crass Clown, that's cool. Feral Imp, that too is nostalgic. Rock Ogre. Yado Karu, a weird monster, but I like it. Ancient Elf. Gigatech Wolf, that's to do with Labyrinth Tanks, so I'm glad I have that. Oh, okay, that's something I didn't notice. Normal monsters are defined now. So, they didn't have that originally. It's just like, okay, you can tell this is a normal monster. It doesn't have an effect, and the colour of the card tells you what it is. But now they're literally being like, okay guys, this is a normal monster. We're telling you it's a normal monster. Okay, so that makes sense. But Elegant Egotist, still relevant in Harpy Ladies, I think, so that's not bad. Right. I don't even know how many packs. I still got plenty of packs to go, and I've already got the best cards. Will I get a secret rare? I don't know, but let's see. We have Baby Dragon, another hit for me. Disc Magician again. Little Swordsman and Ale. Ring of Magnetism. Legal again, that's a hit for me. Pale Beast. Alright. Crawling Dragon. Another nostalgic hit there, even though it's level 5 and basically useless. Destroyer Golem, and another white magical hat. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Right. Right. Oh, again, I keep messing that up. Kazijin, which they did come out with Gate Guardian support, so that's a hit in its own right. Harpy Lady, Ground Attacker, Ancient Lizard Warrior, that's fair enough. German Faction, that's funny. 7-colored fish, that's nice. Mega Thunderball, Hyasub, Mask of Darkness, this was the Magician of Faith for trap cards. And, again, they didn't have this initially, but they identify it as a flip monster now, so that's a change. I don't mind the changes, just a little way of helping people understand the game. Like, I do not mind the changes at all. But yeah, theoretically the rarer ones would be the ones that... Bottom Dweller, that's only good for a fusion monster, but it's still good. Electric Lizard, Block Attack, Armored Lizard, Jellyfish. So that's Mako Tsunami's card. It got a retrain recently. Gigatech Wolf, Mystic Lamp, which I actually thought was Ancient Lamp, but it's not. I thought it was related to La Jin, but there you go, it wasn't. So Blast Juggler again. Blade Fly, okay, that's an insect monster. I do need that for my insect collection, so that's a hit. Like, I'm getting a lot of hits here, even if I know a lot of these cards are useless. I get it. like in today's meta, you would never see any of these cards see competitive play. That's fine, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for the nostalgia. TomoGotchi, Mushroom Man 2, I'm actually excited for, because I think I can use that for a very devious purpose. So that's funny. Big Eye, basically the Pokédex of Yu-Gi-Oh! Jinzo 7, TomoGotchi, Swamp Battle Guard, Cybersaurus again, Empress Judge, Muka. I'm actually divided on this. Should I count this as an insect card? It is technically an insect, even though it's a rock type. Still, to have it is another thing entirely. Like, whether it is an insect or not, you never know. I might actually be like, you know what? Let's just collect all of Metal Raiders. All of them. Let's just see how many we get by the end. I doubt I'll get everything. Insect Soldiers of the Sky. Oh, and by the way, I'm mixing up the Winged Dragon. Doma, the Angel of Silence. Bakura did use this in an anime. In the anime, just to tell Pegasus he was doomed, essentially. Rainbow Flower. Paralyzing Potion. Another Thunder Dragon. I do need that. Crawling Dragon. Masked Sorcerer. I prefer the Toon version of that, but that's the original Masked Sorcerer. Not too bad. And apparently we got a hit here. Whoa! Look at that. We got our secret rare Gate Guardian. Yeah, nice. So if I really do want to collect all of Metal Raiders, that's basically half of it right there. So I got Gate Guardian. To be fair, yes, I understand the new Gate Guardians combined card is essentially its replacement. But to have it, I don't mind. And it also means I've done it. Steel Scorpion. It's a machine type, but I'm counting that in my insect collection. Speaking of insects, we've got Killer Needle again. Blackland Fire Dragon. Crass Clown. Flame Cerberus. I actually do remember using this for its attack. YuGiOh. Don't care. Water Armodics. Guardian of the Labyrinth. Alright. And another Muka. I think I've got all the best cards here. I did get plenty of supers, plenty of ultras, the ultras that I need. I'll tell you which card I'm definitely after when I get to it, if I get to it. If I don't get to it, I'll just say, but Rainbow Flower, Feral Imp, I'm encountering a lot of duplicates. I don't think I've ever shown Deep Sea Shark, but there it is. Immortal Thunder is a new one that I haven't got yet. Paralyzing Potion, Empress Judge, Joroigomo again, that's fine, and another Magician of Faith. At least I got another one. I've also been using Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron recently. I didn't use it for much, but now I'm like actually using it. It's like I've learned things about it. Launch a Spider. Okay, that is definitely, that's a Bandit Keith card, but it's still a spider. You know, I'm counting that. Insect Lizard. Bottom Dweller, Water Armodics, Morathen. It's a weird monster. I think Yugi used it, but yeah, I'm not fond of that. Labyrinth Tank, Mystic Lamp, Millis Radiant. It's a little dog. It's Earth type. It increases the attack of Earth type monsters. Oh, hello. 5 cards to go. So there's one more card I want from this. I mean, technically I want them all, but I think there's only one more card that I don't have right yet now. Doma, Punished, Block, Queen's Double is a new one, Destroyer Golem, Morinfen, Sword, Sangan. Again, it's been errated, same as Witch of the Black Forest, really. And it's probably more relevant now, actually. The hit, because there's still one card behind it, it is Suijin. Alright, I just need... Actually, I don't... Give me a second. I think I actually do have Sanga the Thunder, because remember, I got the Legendary Collection. Did I get Sanga the Thunder? Sorry, I'm sorry I'm pausing. It's just, I want to know. Because I did buy 2 of these. I think I did get Sanga the Thunder in one of these. But let me just quickly check. If it's in here, it's here. If I did get it, it's here. So, yeah, I did. I got it in another box. So I got all of the Gate Guardian pieces. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's all of the Gate Guardians. All of them. So that's great. I doubt I'm going to get Thousand Dragon. Thousand Dragon's the other secret rare. But let's just see. Mystic Horseman. Another Killer Needle. Another Trent. Illusionist Faceless Mage. I did remember getting into an argument with someone. I thought I could play this without a tribute. It was my fault. I was dumb. But that's what I remember that for. But that's also a Pegasus card, so that makes sense. Dream Clown. I do remember there's a deck involving this where you just keep switching attack and defense to destroy things. So that's not a bad hit. That's fine. Pale Beast. Hunter Spider. Yes, it's useless, but it's an insect, so I'm glad for that. Rock Ogre. Great Moth. Perfect. I think I could be wrong. I think I've got every insect from this set now. So I am happy to get Great Moth. Great Moth is a nostalgic monster. Yes, I know it's useless. Yes, I would prefer to get Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Yes, Cocoon of Ultra Evolution is better. But to have it in my collection, I'm happy to do so. I'm happy for that. That's not a problem. Okay. Right, so again... Oh, okay, I've done it wrong again. Summon Skull. Always treated as an Archfiend. It's ultra rare. So there we go, we've got Summon Skull now. Ground Attacker. Yeah, again, a lot of the same cards. I'll stop only if I get Legal again. Oh wait, Legal goes here. Leogun, Armored Zombie, Robin Goblin. That's where the traps are. Okay, we've got 2 more packs. 2 more packs. 2 more packs to go. 2 more packs to go. Alright, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 just in case. But we have Big Eye again, Niwatori. I don't think I've shown that one yet. Eureka-Shin, Tremendous Fire, Petite Moth, Jellyfish, Ancient Brain, Sangan, and Battle Steer. Alright. One last pack now, okay? One last pack. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. I'm going to do 3. The back one could be a common. But let's see. We have the final pack. Deep Sea Shark. Lady of Faith. I don't think we've gotten that one yet, so that's fine. Rabid Horseman. Tainted Wisdom. Blue-Winged Crown. Dragon Piper. Oku Beam. I don't think I've had that yet, so that's good. Witch's Apprentice. And do we get a super rare or above on our last one, or have I messed it up? The last one of the box is Jinzo 7. Okay. Like, okay, right? Like, I'm not complaining. It is a very nostalgic box, and wow, we've gotten a lot of really rare cards. So I've got a huge pile of normal monsters here. Yeah, I'm very nostalgic for this set. So first off, we have Summoned Skull. That's one of our ultra rares. We did not get Black Skull Dragon. I was also kind of hoping for Garnecia Elephantis, because I think I'm going to go out of my way to build an Earth Beast Warrior deck. You may be wondering why. It's like, why, Tom? That's ridiculous. But I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. Oh yeah, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon we also got. That's a hit as well. That's absolutely a card I wanted. I'm perfectly fine with that. We got... Hang on, let me get the traps here. Come on. Mirror Force. We did get Mirror Force. That's perfect. Ironically, the only traps we got were rare and above. But as for effect monsters, Give me a second. I am so glad that YuGiOh decided to do this. I really am. The only card that I wanted that I didn't get was Garnecia Elephantis. I would have also liked Solemn Judgment. We got Suijin. That's one of our supers. But yeah, now I'm just looking through all of the stuff that I got. And here we go. Gate Guardian. We did get Gate Guardian. As useless as it is, we got Gate Guardian. So that's fine by me. We got Kazijin to go with it. That's not bad either. Got Cannon Soldier. We got Karibo. Oh yes, definitely. We got Barrel Dragon. We got my first favourite card. And that's about it. Okay, so we got one secret. We got... What was that? Okay, we got how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 Ultras and several Supers. I'm happy with that. Like, I am not complaining. Getting Barrel Dragon is the best thing. But getting Gate Guardian as well. And getting Mirror Force... Like, I'm happy with that. Garnecia Elephantis, Black Skull Dragon, maybe Magic Jammer as well. I think they're the only ones that I do like absolutely want. But if I do want to go for a full collection, I'll actually look into it and be like, ah, well, okay, I'm missing this card. I'm missing Thousand Dragon. I know it's not that great, but I'm missing Thousand Dragon absolutely. I don't think I'm going to get another box of Metal Raiders specifically, but I think I will go out of my way to get the missing gaps. But hey, it doesn't even matter. It's not about whether or not the cards are good. It's about the nostalgia, and I'm really happy to have gotten back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm really happy of all the times to come back, and they bring back one of my favourite nostalgic sets. But hey, if I do this again, Pharaoh's Servant comes to mind, Invasion of Chaos comes to mind. But hey, I'm done. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate that you've watched this all the way to the end. And if you're wondering as to why I've not released videos recently, it's because I'm having my study room and my bedroom redone. I'm going to have different flooring and like get new carpet, get new underlay and that kind of thing. Have everything painted. So you won't be hearing from me for a good long while. But when I do come back, I plan to churn out content after content. And I'm talking Let's Plays, unboxings, Lego videos, and something else that I've had in the works for quite a while that I'm working really hard to bring out. But hey, whatever you think, let me know what you think. Let me know what your favourite cards are. And hey, until... Maybe I'll have some new videos this year, but hey, I guarantee you, when I come back, I will be coming back hard. But until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. This is TomoGotchi signing off. Click, click!